阿平什拉，来自四川凉山，
是来自于昆力俊龙的硬核散打。
虽然是硬核散打，但是感觉阿平什拉很细腻。
很期待比赛啊，因为很长时间没比赛了。
马努切赫尔达夫拉托夫，来自塔吉克斯坦的不败战神，职业战绩6战全胜，金身不破，今夜首度登陆 JCK 的铁笼。
我跟那么多选手都打过了，每个选手都一样，上去了都是对手。
确实感受到他在我们的 JCK 八角笼当中也是得到了充分的锻炼和成长，
没有什么压力。
不败金身，便是他向所有强者发出的最无声的挑战书。
碰又一击，碰完顶得很重，天哪！
对方硬吃下去，硬吃下去。好的，挑发时间足够的。
裸脚，阿平什拉，真的阿平什拉真的终结掉了对手，拿到了自己的胜利。
是阿平什拉终结神话，还是马努切赫尔连续4季不败金身，笼中见真章。
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 fights left to go on JCK Fight Night 119. What a night of action it's been. We've had a lot of finishes on this card. How many finishes in a row is that?
1,
My goodness.
2, 3.
This fight is taking place at a catch weight of 68 kilos. I'm really excited to see what this guy can do coming out to the JCK cage. From the blue corner, it is Manuchehr Davlatov. Once again, my sincere apologies, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm getting some of these names wrong. He is 28 years old, perfect 6-0 as a professional. He is making his debut in the JCK arena. He's got a really cool story. We were talking about this in our meeting earlier today. He came from a relatively poor upbringing and didn't have any money to train. He would go to a local gym and just watch people training there because he loved the sport. And he was working, I believe, as a delivery driver. And he was making food deliveries, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up paying his coaches with like food.
So what happened is once he kept coming, and he was sitting there, and the coach saw him and said, "All right, just come on in." And then he trained. He said afterwards, like, "Hey, just go buy me dinner. You got to just buy me dinner, like buy me some food." And he said, "All right." So after training, he bought him food, and then since then, all he did every session, he couldn't pay him, but he brought a little bit of food,
Fried rice
after every session. And
now look at him. He's 6-0 as a pro. He's 28 years old. He's had 5 finishes in 6 fights, all finishes on the ground, either by TKO or submission. He has a win by ankle lock in just over a minute. So obviously, he's a beast grappler. He's coming in here tonight fighting a very experienced opponent in Apingshila. Apingshila is a JCK veteran who's fought 14 times for JCK. So, he's getting thrown in there with a very experienced fighter on the roster. But I mean, that just shows that the matchmakers highly respect this guy. We've seen fighters from Tajikistan come in and do extremely well in JCK. And, obviously we really welcome a lot of high-level international talent. It's really elevating the level of JCK as a whole. Here is Manuchehr Davlatov.
I like the music. This is one of my favorite. It's just one of my favorite kids, if I want to say, in the team.
Well, he's only 24.
Exactly right.
But he's been around a long time.
And he looks. I mean, I've been calling his fights for years. He's got 15 pro fights. 14 of them were right here in JCK. And I've been calling his fights for years. This kid is as tough as he's get. He's got such a granite chin. And his coach right there behind him, you see holding the phone on the left, it's called Wang Feilong. Wang Feilong has a team in Kunming. It's called I forgot the name, sorry, Kun Li Jilong something. Anyway, he has produced so many top-level guys from that team. However, he's asked me for years, like, hey, do you know a jiu-jitsu coach? Can I come and train a jiu-jitsu coach? Or can you send a jiu-jitsu coach to come visit us? Whatever. He's really trying hard to get grappling. What he did is he sent a bunch of his top guys to different gyms all over China just to train with good level jiu-jitsu guys. So, Apingshila has been training at Chengji Gudo for a year already. We see that right in his corner. His corner man, and you know, the guy that helped him this whole week is Yang Taoxi. You see him right there, a JCK veteran who fights at welterweight, has made the way to lightweight, but that is a bigger sized body and a good grappler. I rolled with him today, and we had a good roll. We did some cage, and he jumped guillotine on me on the cage, and I had to tap. So very impressed with Yang Taoxi's grappling. But that is the kind of training that Apingshila needed. He's always been a phenomenal striker. That whole team, all of them are so good in the striking. Great forward pressure, hands up high, granite chin, toughness, fitness, everything you want from a striker. And they even got a wrestling coach in. Their wrestling has been lifting up the last 3 years in leaps and bounds. But once it hits the floor, that's been a weakness for that team. And I'm very curious to see how Apingshila will be able to handle the grappling, because he's fighting a real grappling specialist tonight. Of course, I'm sure he'd like to keep this on the feet. And can he stop the takedown attempts from Davlatov? A big test here for Apingshila. Yes, he is the more experienced fighter, but he's fighting his kryptonite, if you want to call it that. And the question is, how much did the time there Wu Chenjie helped him to fix this? And maybe he himself has become a bit of a grappler. And we look at the tail of the tape, we see 4 years age difference, but a slight height and a 3 centimeter reach advantage going to Apingshila.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子68公斤级的协议体重之战，栏目选手身高173公分，臂展175厘米，体重67.80公斤，年龄28岁，来自于 Top Team MMA 综合格斗战绩6战全胜。我们今天晚上上 JCK 战决成的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Tajikistan. Gets ready for Manuchehr. Davlatov! 本场比赛，红方选手身高174公分，臂展178厘米，体重67.90公斤，年龄24岁，来自于昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩15战9胜6负 ，JCK 战决成战绩14战8胜6负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手阿平石拉。本场比赛场上裁判张永新 ，The referee who charge near Octagon is Mr. 张永新。
快点。 All set for this catch weight bout at 68 kilos. Manuchehr Davlatov is in the blue. Apingshila is in the red and black trunks, and we are underway.
Apingshila, the southpaw. Davlatov goes with a head kick to kick things off.
Apingshila hasn't fought since September of 2025. It's a long layoff for him.
Especially he was very active in his career. Oh, nice kicks from Davlatov. He's opening up some big kicks, heavy kicks.
Apingshila seems to be the bigger man.
Oh! Gets set down with a right cross to the body.
And a guillotine attempt right here. He's got the high elbow guillotine. I think this could be it. This is a problem.
He's
got the guillotine choke.
This is very tight.
Can Apingshila survive this choke?
Is Apingshila?
He's out. He's out. He's unconscious. That's it. Wow!
Oh my God!
Davlatov sleeps him with the guillotine in round 1.
He drops him with the well, first he kicks him heavy and then drops him with a cross, but rushes in and sinks in a deep guillotine, and that's all she wrote. Man, that's how long was that whole fight? Less than a minute.
Oh, that was like 30 seconds.
Davlatov is the real deal.
Wow, drops him with the right hand, sleeps him with the guillotine. It doesn't get much better than that for the JCK debut. Let's take a look.
The right hand that sat him down, but he wasn't knocked. He was fully awake. But that push makes him fall down, and then here, Apingshila.
Look at this, right here he goes high elbow, and then he pulls guard with it. He adjusts the grip a little bit, but that grip, once it's over the shoulder like that,
is bad.
Very
yes.
tight, and the arm is trapped a little bit in there too, and Apingshila didn't really react. I mean, he's just getting choked here, and he goes out. We can see him go limp.
You can see his toes start shaking.
That's it. That's a wrap. Unbelievable. Wow. It's got to be about 30 seconds.
What a pity. Your heart goes out to Apingshila, but at the same time, you got to feel happy for the JCK debutant, Davlatov. Let's go to the official announcements.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场男子68公斤级协议体重之战的最终结果为，来自于塔吉克斯坦的蓝方选手 Manuchehr Davlatov， 第一回合0分42秒使用断头台降服获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by